board has been going over the contract of the town administrator, and we decided to make a move, and I'll let the vice chairman read the statement that we're going to have with the motion.
So, after 6 months of dealing with this, I hate that we're at this place, and I can't believe that I'm about to make this motion. But we were elected to do what is best for the town, and I think that's what we're doing here. So with that said, I make a motion that the board vote to notify Allan Chiocca of our intent not to renew his employment agreement, which expires on June 30th, 2019. And that he further be notified that he is no longer permitted to exercise any function or exercise any authority as town administrator from this date until the expiration of his contract, his employment agreement on June 30th, 2019. I further move that the board vote to continue Mr. Chiocca's status on paid administrative leave through June 30th, 2019, subject to any subsequent vote to suspend or terminate Mr. Chiocca for misconduct as permitted under his employment agreement and the town charter.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Mr. O'Loughlin? Ms. Betty? There isn't any enough. Okay, so I have a motion and a second not to renew Allan Chiocca's contract as town administrator, and we're going to take it two separate. The second move, and I'm going to take a second move. Right? So let's just move that the board notify Allan Chiocca of our intent not to renew his employment contract, which expires June 30th. I have a second for that. All in favor? That's a vote. The second one is
Further move that the board vote to continue Mr. Chiocca's status on paid administrative leave through June 30, 2019, subject to any subsequent vote to suspend or terminate Mr. Chiocca for misconduct as permitted under his employment agreement and the town charter.
Second.
I get a motion and a second. All in favor? That's your unanimous vote. I'm going to read a statement for the town. In May of this year, the members of this board were made aware of allegations of serious misconduct by and against Allan Chiocca and Diedre Hall. The town at significant expense engaged in an independent investigator who determined that Ms. Hall had violated the town's harassment policy in her role as Mr. Chiocca's supervisor, and also identified actions by Mr. Kimball that Mr. Chiocca claims have violated his legal rights. The town has been put on notice of potential claims by Mr. Chiocca for more than $5 million. The town's insurance carrier has retained outside counsel to represent the town in that matter. The town was served a copy of the MCAD complaint filed by Mr. Chiocca this afternoon. The town has also been put on notice of claims in a potential lawsuit by Mr. Kimball against the town and several town officials. We are releasing the letter from Mr. Kimball's attorney today, along with a response from our insurance counsel. We have posted the letter from Mr. Kimball's attorney, a statement from our attorneys, and a copy of the statement is on the town's website. Over the past 3 months, our attorneys have been reviewing every possible action we can take to protect the town and limit our financial exposure. We believe our insurance policies will cover the continued cost of litigation and any potential settlements. However, the town's insurance does not cover wages under an employment or union contract. Since this controversy is likely to take months or years to litigate, we would have very likely been retired to pay the remainder of Mr. Chiocca's contract, which ends June 30th. The board, by following the recommendation of insurance counsel, has reluctantly agreed that no action will be taken against Mr. Chiocca at this time. This vote was made solely to protect the town against further legal exposure in this unfortunate matter. We are making this vote to allow us to move forward and conduct the town's business, beginning with filling the position of town administrator permanently. This entire episode has been an embarrassment to the town of Rockland, and we would like for it to end. Unfortunately, the individuals that put the town in this position do not seem interested in putting this behind them or letting the town do so. We have been assured by our insurance counsel that the town will vigorously defend itself against any and all claims associated with this situation. We consider all of the claims without merit, including those made by Mr. Chiocca. I know I speak, well, I don't know I speak, but I'm gonna speak for my fellow board members, Mike Mullen, Michael O'Laughlin in particular, because we've been involved with this mess from the start. It's been incredibly frustrating. Over the last 10 years, Rockland has made some great strides in terms of improvement to our schools, roads, fiscal stability, economic development. All of these things happen through the efforts of many town officials, employees, and volunteers. It's unfortunate that these events have detracted from all our efforts and cast a shadow over this great town. It is unfortunate that selfish and irresponsible actions of some individuals can make us all look bad, but we will get through this just as we have overcome other challenges in the past. Tonight's vote was a painful but important step toward doing that. With that, I hope I never have to mention that man's name again, quite frankly. Anybody wants to speak or make a statement regarding any of that we just read? Hearing none, on we go. Minutes.